This is ECU E83. In last video, we used the JTAG to program this device. In this video, I'm going to use the CAN bus to program this device. First of all, we need to make the connection. And here is the ground pin. And then power on first and third one. Then we have the MCP 2515 module, this module, and have the CAN bus high and CAN bus low, CAN high and CAN low connect to the two pins adjacent to it. And this board connect to the unique NT with the 5-volt modification here. So plug it in and power on the unit. In the software, we need to select the CAN buses, and here we have select the E83 CAN bus. And let's make a folder called CAN bus. And we can hit detect. The very first thing to do is to back up. The total flash is 2 megabytes. I segment the flash to boot area and firmware area, because I found in the CAN bus mode the boot area cannot be erased. If you do erase it, it will break the ECU. In the JTAG mode, you can erase it because of some of the programs still running in the boot sector, and if you erase it, then the program will crash. So for the purpose of the backup, you can select the entire flash or the boot sector only. In my case, I'm going to back up the entire flash. So I hit read, and since it's 2 megabytes, and then the read speed is about 32 kilobytes per second. So it will take quite a few time to read the entire flash. If you have a special need to program a certain area, a part of the firmware, then you can reconfigure your XML. Let's look at how the XML is done. So this has the boot and the firmware. If you have the say there's calibration or system OS somewhere, you can separate the firmware into more detailed segments, so you can individually back up or restore it. So we have the read, the whole memory. So let's save the entire all flash to a backup. So like this, and just for demonstration purpose, we need to make another read just to make sure your read is good. So compare it until you see the compare OK. Yeah, just here. So this second segment of firmware can be separated to the way you want, and normally you're only interested in certain area to be reprogrammed. Then you can reconfigure it. It's in the XML file. Exists in the go to the configuration folder in here, and you can find the data modify, and this is ECU E83 CAN bus XML. You can modify this file. This is a text file. So I'm doing another read to compare the data we just read, and if it's okay, then we know we have good backup. And this backup can be used to restore it when you failed it, or if you want to use JTAG to restore it. So compare OK, which means we have a good read. So now I'm going to erase and program. As I said, I'm not going to touch the boot area because it will break the unit using the CAN bus method. The CAN bus method should not do the boot area. So I'm going to erase this area. So I'm going to erase it. And and this area is erased. Let's try to blank check. Just make sure it's empty, and then we can reprogram it. If you do not have a way to JTAG recover it, don't try to program the boot, okay? Because I have broken many times, and I have used the JTAG to recover it. You can see this flash firmware sector is completely blanked. So we have the data. Now we can program in, and this is how, erase and then reprogram and then do the verification. The programming speed is a little bit slower than the read speed. The read can go about 33 kilobyte per second. Writing is about 28 to 29 kilobyte per second. So it's about another 1 minute or so to program. So program take 1 minute and 6 seconds. So now do a verification. Program passed. So in this video, we have been able to use the canvas to program the firmware section without opening the case, and it's reasonably easy to use the Unique NT along with the MCP 2515 board.